Okay, now we're gonna be starting the real-time scheduling. Real-time doesn't mean fast, please. It does not mean fast. It has nothing to do with how fast the system is. It has nothing to do with doing it now. It has nothing to do with doing it online, and those kind of mixing has nothing to do with real time. Okay, what is a real-time system? A real-time system is a system that its tasks have deadlines. So first thing is deadlines. Okay, that's it? No. The second thing, if you pass those deadlines, so if you don't meet those deadlines, you have consequences. Okay? So this is the definition of the real time. So you have two things, the deadline and the consequence. All right? The definitions that the author wrote are not really definitions here. See? For the soft and hard, the real-time system can broadly be classified to be soft real-time system and hard real-time system. Soft and hard, okay? Those definitions that the author is writing, they're not really definitions. It's actually describing how the system is being dealt with. So as an example, soft real-time system, critical real-time tasks have the highest priority, of course. But that doesn't describe the soft real-time system here, but no guarantee as to when tasks will be scheduled. We don't guarantee that. The hard real-time system, tasks must be served by its deadline. Anyhow, of course I disagree with this. Let me give you the definitions. As I mentioned, the real-time system is a system with deadlines, so the tasks have deadlines, and if you miss the deadline, there is a consequence. Based on that consequence, you can actually classify the task to be either soft or hard. How? Just like, the example that I keep telling you, the video chat, as an example, video chatting is nothing but sending frames one after another. A frame is a picture. One after another. When few frames miss the deadline or sequence, in this case, the image flickers, right? The image flickers. But the chat is still there, right? And it will pick up and continue. So what happened with the video chat? The quality went down. But that doesn't mean that the system collapsed. It didn't, okay? The hard real-time system, however, is like, an autopilot, or the Chernobyl nuclear reactor that I talked about. When the process misses the deadline, there is a catastrophic failure. A catastrophic failure. The system will collapse and there's no, way back for it. Okay, so this is hard real-time system. So this is the quality goes down. Here you have a catastrophic failure. Okay, of course, these definitions that the author wrote for soft and hard, I personally don't agree with at all. Okay, so here is it. So the real time can be soft or hard. The classification of whether it's soft or hard is based on the consequence. Now, if you define deadlines but you don't put consequences, that's not a real-time system. If you don't put, if there is no consequence for missing the deadline, that's not a real-time system. Because the deadline here is meaningless. When I tell you, you have a quiz, or whatever task that you need to do, and then you tell me, okay, when should I submit it? When is the delivery time? When is the submission time, the deadline for it? And I say, oh, well, you know what? There's no deadline. You'll never do it, right? And you have every right not to do it because there's no deadline. Or the deadline is infinity, right? So your response would be, okay, I'll deliver it in infinity, right? So the deadline, has to have a consequence if you miss that deadline, okay? Then this is the definition of what we call real-time system. All right. If this is clear, let's jump to the real-time algorithms.